Energy running Revenant. I did see that, but I think Energy was kind of trolling this tournament. I'll be honest, and I mentioned this a couple times during the stream. This isn't the most competitive tournament. Not everybody took it very seriously, but if you watch TSM or the Team Liquid boys, I think you'll know that both TSM and Team Liquid were trying very hard on this tournament because obviously Mac playing with Team Liquid, Mac wanted to win, and obviously TSM didn't want Mac to win. It's just a very competitive shit, so it was pretty much, this tournament was pretty much a battle between TSM and Team Liquid for supremacy. But in the grand scheme of tournaments, it doesn't mean all that much, but it means a lot for my team. I know that. Of course, DJ, you know it. What are we watching? That's the real question. No, a lot don't, Todd. A lot don't. And I like I said, I enjoy doing this. I like teaching people just what I know.
I fucked 3 of them up with the nade. They're all fucked up. They're all getting fucked up.
That is like the perfect. Ooh, that is just like the perfect crypto EMP.
On the low, over here.
They already dropped the. If you see a Jibby Dome already dropped and you're a crypto team, that's your fucking full mast right there.
On the right side. I got him.
Because one of the hardest things, so like Jibby can easily counter a crypto team if you dome after the crypto EMP, because then all of a sudden, even though you're at a health deficit, you have to bubble fight them, and that's always so scary to push on. You can easily throw a team fight by trying to push into a bubble. But that's like if you can EMP the bubble, they're just fucked. They're just so fucked. That's just fucking perfect.
Open vaults with this drone if you have a thing in your key or a thing in your inventory. I'm pretty sure you can.
You take gold bag.
I take it. There's another one. Okay.
I heard footsteps.
Knock is fucking trolling. If anyone, if you're a competitor in any sport or esport, you probably know that, you know, watching videos is almost as important as playing. Learning from other people, learning from your mistakes, seeing yourself make those mistakes is a very important part in internalizing progress, internalizing how to get better. So if you're out there in any game, if you're in my chat right now and you're like you have like a ranked squad you always play with and you want to get better, or you're competing in any game, record yourself, watch your gameplay over together. It's a very, very big learning experience. Like I said, yesterday when these guys played, it was kind of a dumpster fire. It did not go very well. Before this tournament, we did like a 1.5 hour VOD review session. We all sat down together. I kind of like directed it, conducted it or whatever, and then we all talked everything out. And again, not saying like I won them the tournament or anything, but I think they went super well equipped into this tournament. And obviously did very well. A lot of it was me kind of focusing on Nox crypto play because he's very new to it. But I think, like I said like a couple of games ago, I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, why do you need a coach?" I'm like, I don't know, man. I've helped my team a shit ton, and I know they're thankful.
They're close. Get in.
I think a lot of teams would benefit from a coach. But again, that depends on if you can set your ego aside and have somebody else be able to help you. Coach is only as good as you are willing to listen to them, assuming they're also actually knowledgeable in their gameplay as well.
One down. It's 2 up. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Robin, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. It means a lot, man. Thank you so much.
We're good. You can move up on that. There's another team on the north side. Careful. Play it slow.
Rip.
Yep.
New LG.
Out in the open.
That's just an easy ass third. That's just an easy ass third party.
You're good.
Very easy third party.
Are you sure you cleared everything?
Yeah.
He's on middle circle.
I think I know what game ending this is. I think it's the one that ends up here. And I'm pretty sure Liquid gets like second after eliminating TSM. Sorry, spoilers. I was watching the tournament at this point.
Okay.
I was watching from. I didn't watch from my team's POV though. Typically when tournaments happen, I don't actually watch from my team's POV because I don't think there's any reason to. When I'm watching tournaments, I usually watch from other teams' POVs to learn, like, see what they're doing before they delete their VODs, like TSM. I don't typically watch my own team during the tournaments because I'm gonna watch their VODs anyways. Because Mac actually gave me shit after the tournament. He's like, wait, you weren't watching us during the tournament? I'm like, no, I have no reason to. I'll watch your VODs fucking later. I'm gonna watch other teams that I can't watch you. I'm like TSM, for example, who delete their VODs. Why TSM delete
They're on
VoDs?
beacon, they're on beacon,
People don't see what they're doing.
He went down. He went down.
It's smart.
Sentinels, what are you doing?
I'm popping a ulti cell. I'm gonna EMP them. Get ready to kill them.
Dude, Knock, like, overnight, dude, Knock, like, injected just crypto IQ in himself. I love the way he's playing it. I think he's doing it.
Right EMP or no?
I think he did an incredible job so far in the tournament playing EM. Like, he just...
Where? On you, on you? Okay, on you, on you.
A literal night and day difference. Because it's literally one day.
Live right here. There's 2 right here.
Yeah, probably Arpo. People liked when I did the season 5 patch notes. Happen.
I can come back.
I'm watching, I'm watching. We gotta give you ulti. Can you gem it? Gen it?
As I went to Q, I went down.
So far, like, if there's one thing I can be a bit critical about
Thomas,
for
go,
Mac,
Thomas, go,
and this isn't like, this is obviously not like flaming by any means. This is
I am trying, I'm trying.
actually, I'll let this finish and we'll see how it goes, and then I'll finish this thought. But there is one thing.
Got Redzy.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. Thomas, run, Thomas, run. Go, 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 go.
Look at this teamwork though. Oh, fucking
down
love
in
it.
here.
Beautiful comms, man.
We need a full reset. We need to chill the fuck out.
That's a beautiful fucking reset right there, dude. Holy shit. Like, that's
I'm gonna put Jen back here.
so well done.
Oh, it's such a free kill on that kid.
It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
But yeah, from Mac getting
We
picked
need to go.
to a Watson running out to fucking res him in the
Thomas, run,
open.
Thomas,
Not
run.
kind of
Go,
in the
go,
open,
go,
obviously
go.
not a little bit.
Got
But
Redzy.
that, like,
Yep.
the teamwork between Knock and flankers is so fucking good.
Thomas, run, Thomas, run. Go, 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 go. They're down in here. We need to
So
full
good.
reset. We need to chill the fuck out.
But if there's one thing I could probably take away from Mac's gameplay without actually watching his POV, because it was kind of a slideshow.
It's fine, it's fine.
Switching to Wraith is a big fucking change up from what Mac used to do, so I think if there's anything about Mac that I could probably will probably take to the VOD review with him is he's getting picked a lot in this
Still
tournament,
stuck in there. There's 3 teams on this side.
but sometimes when you're learning something new, it's one of those things where, like,
I don't have
as long as you're learning from when you're getting picked, it almost has to happen. If that makes sense. So,
one.
like, you're not gonna learn how to play the game by only doing well, right? You have to fail in order to know what to do. But Apex is a lot about just your teammates picking up for your failures, like that. Like, that's a big. I did, from watching this, I did not expect them to get that res off, but that was very well done, very well executed.
A lot of them.
That's that Knock flanker synergy, baby. They've been playing for a while. Just gotta trust in your team, man. That's a lot of, like, that's probably a big takeaway from, like, a lot of amateur teams that I noticed is, like, the difference between, like, very, like, newer and amateur teams versus, like, the very good, the teams that you would probably think are very good, is just trust in your teammates. That's a big fucking difference.
I'm gonna scatter north.
Being able to trust their comms, being able to
Oh, there's
trust.
a rat right here. Yo, on me, on me.
What the fuck?
He queued.
Okay.
He's one. Nice, good job.
Damn. Okay. Like, I saw the other TLG members fall. I was kind of curious where he went. I didn't realize he was literally right there.
Yeah, no, I'm just holding them.
Did we pull out all armors?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, definitely Adonis. If this,
I literally, I knew
if that was Mac on TSM getting picked right there, oh yeah, there'd be all hell would fucking break
Right,
loose. And I think,
I knew there was.
Sentinels world chat, I find
he
out.
has told us he
I might
likes
drop
our
the
team
scout,
dynamic a
honestly.
lot.
I'm gonna drop the scout and just go Mastiff.
It's not what he's used to, and he's still trying to get used to it.
I might make a portal here, like close to zone close, and fight them from roof.
No,
We
Haven,
play on armors. We have to play
he
on
that was
That's
a
our game
mistake.
plan right now. We
Didn't mean to
let them
time you
come in,
out.
We play on our armors and we just have like fucking 5 armor resets.
Okay.
Play to close quarters. Let them come in. We just bait
I
them
think
in.
this is game 6, Xenon? It's like game 6, I think. This is the tournament, the ESeries tournament from yesterday.
Right here, right here.
Hyrix.
I'm gonna scout for you.
I know there's one team here.
Yeah, they're over here. They're over here, right here. I'm gonna EMP them. I'm EMPing them.
Oh, needs United to come back. Yeah.
Are they outside or not?
Yeah, outside, right here on me. Live pings. One in middle.
I love that he's pinging. I think Knock forgot that his drone literally shows exactly where they are. This man's live pinging like it's fucking Rainbow Six right now.
Are they outside or not?
Yeah, outside.
Like, bro,
right
like,
here
they
on
can
me.
see him.
Live pings.
You don't need pings.
One in middle. 2 alive. One jump down, one's bottom middle, one's.
It's okay though. I've definitely done that on crypto before, and I've said the same
back,
fucking
come back,
thing
come back,
because
come
I used to play Rainbow Six a pretty decent amount.
They're getting hard push right now. We just need the hard. Dude, give me the fucking beacon, bitch. Look at zone.
nade on that door?
No.
I don't have any. I don't have one either.
We should just save nades.
All they got to do is pretty much hold out. So pretty much what the really so this circle is so fucking strong to play this area where they are.
There's a portal underneath them.
More so because like all you have to like yes you're on you have two separate ends to worry about, the north and the south, but you realistically never have to worry about the north. And this is I love spots like this. Like you never actually, even though the circle's like kind of like here, like this is a great time to come up with the epic pen. Even though the circle's kind of like something like this, right? You don't actually have to worry about the north. Because if any team like wide swings on you north here, pretty much any team that's over here, which there's usually at least another, if there's a team here, there'll probably be a team like up on Sniper Mountain or over here on this past choke. They'll keep this team in check. Realistically, nobody can wide swing on you. So they pretty much just have to worry about their south region here. Why I love these types of spots where like it's a little open, but it's not as open as you might think.
You absolutely want
guys like that production value, by the way? That's some good shit right there. That's some PGL level shit right there.
Arcstars are bugged, by the way. It might not break both of them.
They're portaling. On ping. They're down below.
Come back and reset.
I'm fine. Chillax, you're overthinking.
I like that from Mac.
There's a portal
One of the things I think Nock definitely does. One of his weaknesses as an IGL is what Mac pretty much just said right now. And Mac, we've had that open discussion where we have Mac tell Nock like it's okay. Because Nock sometimes gets into overthinking, and I think as a crypto as well, with the amount of information you have, you could definitely overthink a little bit. So, just a little comment like that is.
Here, I think they left. I think they're fighting actually. There's a lot of portals in there. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of death over here. There's another Gibby walking in. Someone went back here. They're down. I'll watch. Gibby ults to the north. On the north. They're out here. They're out in the open.
I'm moving up on the north.
Yeah.
I'm watching it.
Matt, come back.
They're fine.
He's not confirmed. We're playing with him for like this next week up until ALGS hash up and including ALGS. But he's not. We don't know what's going on next week. We don't know. There's a lot of factors that we're not sure of.
Yeah, it's a new team. There's a team on. Yep, there's a team on the low ground also. You're getting naded. EMP and 15%. Okay.
EU team pursued the most. I don't actually remember the EU team standings, but I do remember seeing Cooler a lot in the kill feed, and that's good to see, honestly, because obviously Nask and Dell are very good players, but they've had a bit of a rush transition with Yuki. But dude, taking two really good players that had really results and sticking a new person in, even if they're really good, like it's hard. It's so hard to get immediate results on it.
Nice, moving up on this. Go bubble.
But they seem like they were doing pretty decently.
Broken. Okay. I'm back.
Did you say you raid the bubble?
Nice, good job. Reset.
Watch north.
Yep. I'm back. Give me broke. EP.
This is why crypto's so good, dude. Most cryptos aren't putting their shit all the way up here in the fucking sky, baby. They just aren't.
Stuck right here. I'm going to the EP. I'm going in with the EP.
Such a good, like, fucking. Oh.
Broke all three.
Not actually like night and day difference, man.
Nice.
Literally night and day difference.
Go bubble. Give me broken. Okay. I'm back. Nice, good job. Reset.
Watch north.
Yep.
Never rush a bubble like that.
Okay.
No reason.
PK in there.
Wait for the bubble.
Yep.
Oh, wait for the bubble.
I can give you some.
Because it's kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Earlier in this game, Nock EMP'd, I think, hundreds' bubble, and they just got destroyed. The biggest crypto counter in a team fight to EMP is bubble. Because if there's a Jibby team that bubbles after your EMP and they have like 2 to 3 shotguns each, or 2 to 3 shotguns total, even though they're at a probably 150 shield deficit total, like you pushing a bubble, you are always at a disadvantage. It almost doesn't even fucking matter how much HP they have. So he wanted to wait out the bubble because realistically, Liquid's not the team that has to make a big move there. It's something I talked about earlier in my VOD review. If you are every time you are fighting another team, it's always important to assess exactly which team is like more pressured to make the bigger play. Obviously in this regard, Liquid has the circle to their backs. So that means if you have the circle to your back, if you are in between the circle with another team, if you're the one standing within in between the circle and them, then they have to make the move. Then typically you want to play a little bit more defensively on average. Obviously situations and whatnot are different. Pushing a bubble even after they got EMP'd is just bad news bears. You almost never want to push a bubble ever unless you're like fucking 3v1 on that bubble. It's just
On the wall.
Nice.
that's why. That's typically why. Even though they got a knock, like waiting. So more particularly, actually, I actually didn't even like register in my head when I was watching this first time that they got a knock. So the reason he said to wait for bubble is so right now, not only is Liquid in a better position, they have the numbers game. They don't have to be like they can. This is still 2v3able by the Gibraltar team if they have shotguns and mastiffs and stuff. It's still very 2v3able if they play the bubble right. This is just like a death sentence for at least getting at least one person picked. So with them having one knock, with the bubble already being down, it basically forces this team to be the ones who have to like make a big move. You don't have to push this bubble. You can wait for it to drop. Even if they get the res off, that guy's not going to have a lot of HP. Even if he has a bag, they're still in a bad spot. Like, the call for waiting for bubble is very smart. It's the more disciplined move. It ended up working out anyway, but it's the smarter, it's the higher, I think it's the higher percentage play is what is a good way to put it. Meaning it's the higher percentage chance of being more successful. Obviously, when you do wait for bubble, the one thing you have to, oh, also this actually, I didn't even see it. This is what I thought the Wraith was down back here. The Wraith being down right here means they're 1000% not ever going to res. It is literally going to be a 2v3. So that's why you want to wait. That's mainly the reason why. I don't know. I've accepted as a streamer, not everyone's going to be into what you do, and that's fine.
Watch rock.
Yep.
Let that run out. I think we let that run out.
We can.
I have more important things to worry about than what some random person said about my stream.
Don't take that. Don't do that. Come to me.
Yep.
They might have.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's exactly not good. I literally just don't give a shit.
We're safe. Are we not?
That's simple.
We're not.
Okay. Well.
Wait, they actually weren't safe here? Hold up.
Wraith one. Blood on. Blood on dead. All dead.
Good shit, Knock. Okay. So I watched this from TSM's POV the first time. I actually thought they were safe back there. And I think TSM got confused about that too. Again, this is another thing. Okay, so this is definitely something I have to take into the VOD review later in the day. Because again, they didn't do the circle thing. I just need to remind them of it. But yeah, that was fucking. I actually, when I was watching from TSM's POV, I actually thought they were safe in that corner because of how long they were alive.
Yep. We're safe. Are we not?
Yeah, this is a bit of a misplay right here.
Okay. Well.
I got the gib.
Wraith one. Blood on. Blood on dead. All dead.
Why did TSM push? Because TSM actually had to push here. The reason being, you're in this situation here. Let's look at the situation from TSM's POV, or just from like the overall. Yeah, so TSM's right here, right? They're right up on this rock. Very good spot, very strong spot. But no matter how strong this spot is, they are not the bread in this. They are not the bread in this situation. They are the absolute meat of the sandwich. Because you have Liquid coming in from here, and then I don't know I forget which team it was, but whatever team is out here, you have them coming out here. Typically in endgame, if there's only 3 squads left, every team is going to be able to identify which team is the one in a really bad spot. Even though this is a strong position, both teams here, Liquid and whichever team this was on the other end, I forget, both teams are smart enough to realize TSM is so fucking pinchable here. So TSM had to push, actually. They had to push either this team or either Liquid. They kind of, yeah, I feel like the slight fight got a little sloppy. I think they didn't, because I remember watching this from TSM's POV. I think they thought that Knock was actually back here.
Don't do that.
I don't think it, because I don't think they realized Knock was like literally still actually in zone.
They might be able to shoot this.
Yes, it will be time killer.
If they swing, they die.
Yep. We're safe. Are we not?
We're not.
Okay. Well.
I got the Gibbs.
Wraith 1.
Check right here. The blood.
Blood on.
Blood thought they were safe in the zone. I think one of them, if I remember correctly, I think one of them called that they were actually safe in there, which is why I think you see snipe down wide swinging like that. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, that was the call that was made on TSM side, and that's why you see snipe doing that. They definitely like, dude. I mean, if you look at the amount of damage Liquid took to Storm here, like they definitely shouldn't have lost this fight.
We're safe. Are we not?
Look at this. That's already, that right there is already like, I think 150 damage. I think it's 50. I think it's 25 a tick. So 50, 50, and then 50 already gone. Something like that. It might be 20 instead. No, I think it's 20 actually. Yeah.
Blood on dead.
I don't. TSM might have thrown the fight, but they had to take that fight though. That's an important, like. Don't think they threw because they took that fight. They had to, 100%.
Dead. We got seconds.
Yo, thank you, Time Killer. Appreciate you. Joe Toon, thank you for the 8 months, 7 in a row. Appreciate you. One more and you're in that Diamond Thunder club, baby.
Literally like 1 more inch.
They could lean left and use the bubble to buy time. They already used bubble, Biggie. They already used the bubble, so no. So you could make the argument that maybe they bubbled a little too early. But again, I don't remember exactly. They might have been getting shot in the back.
Come to me.
Yep.
They might be able to shoot this.
See it right here. Hal said they were safe. Yeah. So that's the thing is like, Liquid actually like them fucking up and thinking they were safe in here and like trying to climb is actually kind of what low-key won them the fight. Because I remember watching TSM and I remember TSM thinking that they were actually safe, which is just like. So that's why they kind of like wide swung a little bit because they were trying to like get them out. So I think I think loosely, my boys not being able to find a spot in the zone actually helped them, ironically enough. It's a very awkward fight for sure, and a jib ult wouldn't have worked here because I think I think Reps already used it earlier, and 2, Flanker had an ult down anyway. Yeah, I mean the circle's not always the same, pleb. Max MVP, I think it was a team effort. Man, everybody popped off when they needed to.
Wraith 1.
I don't think there's one single. I actually don't think there's one single person you could single out and be like, yo. This entire tournament was such a strong fucking team display. Because I mean, I could sit here and I could actually talk about some mistakes Mac has made too. I think from an individual level, he made probably a little bit more than the other two. But I mean, everybody popped off when they needed to. I don't think it's fair to say anybody was in a performance like this from the entire team. I don't think it's fair to say that one person's MVP or the other two because they all played really fucking well.
Like it was literally like